Today I wanted to talk about BDSM and the book community. So, one thing that I've noticed about the book talk community is that BDSM is a huge part, which, by the way, I do not think is a problem. But lately, especially with conservative trad wife TikToks bringing about the collars and things like that, I just thought it would be really important to talk about consent and BDSM, especially in the real world, based on the fiction that we read. One of the things that I think a lot of people outside of the BDSM community, which, by the way, I wouldn't say I'm in the BDSM community. Okay, I'm adjacent. I'm not in it though. But one of the things that people don't understand is that the sub is actually the one in charge. Let me explain. When the things that are happening to the sub are happening, right? Everything that's happening to them is being allowed to happen. They are consenting to it happening to them. Does that make sense? They have allowed it to happen. That's why they have a safe word. So that when the consent of the sub ends, they have the word to say it, the Dom knows, and he stops. Also, the point is that you are supposed to be the kind of Dom that never gets your sub to the point where they use the safe word. You are supposed to be the kind of Dom that watches how they react, learns their bodies, understands them. You are not a Dom if your purpose is to hurt them, if it's not because they didn't want it, right? Your purpose as a Dom is to police the sub in whatever way that you can possibly do it. And I think a lot of people are getting that mixed up, especially in hyper masculinized books. So here's who I think is a good Dom, and here's who I think is a bad Dom, based on the books that I have read. Number one, Riot from the Ritual. I think he's a good Dom. He talks to the girl about her fantasies, especially like the CNC fantasy, and is like, what are your do's and your don'ts? What do you like? What do you don't want? What's the fantasy? What does this come up? He really learns the intricacies of her fantasy before enacting it. Good Dom. I think he's a good Dom. This is the one. Sin from the Sinner is a horrible Dom. I have rarely read a book so bad than this one. Sorry, Chantel. Love the Ritual. Hate the Sinner. I'm reading the Sacrifice right now. I think Tyson is a good Dom. This book is a really good example of what not to do if you're a Dom. And if you're a sub, don't accept this kind of behavior from your Dom. Okay? I think all of the men in this series are good Doms. Tobias, especially Dom, Tyler, I think all of the guys in these books are good Doms. They really ask for consent. Even if it's not consenting, they've already talked about it before. I think they're a really good Dom.